right, talking about, the Black Table, first things first, we would like to appreciate all the viewers out there. I've received loads and loads of messages, people asking when are we coming back on air. And yes, we are back this night, and we're going to be talking about something a bit controversial. As you know, we are controversial in most of the things we talk about. It is the myth and the trap of Valentines for men. So we'll take a quick break. When we return, we start with our first quick fire, and hopefully at the end of the show, you will have a big smile on your face.
Hopefully.
It's still the Black Table, and we're here to be discussing some very interesting conversation. A lot of things have happened over the last couple of weeks, and one of the most interesting things that have happened is, the so-called proposal for creation of new 36 states. I'm just going to, let the viewers out there know the House of Representatives Constitution Review Committee has proposed the creation of additional 31 states in Nigeria. The proposal is in addition to the nation's existing 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory, of course. The Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, who is the chairman of the Constitution Review Committee, Mr. Benjamin Kalu, who presided over the plenary session, read a letter from the committee to the House. According to the committee, it is proposing an additional, 6 new states in the north, central, 4 in the northeast, and 5 in the northwest. Of course, in the south, they're looking at 7 in total. So that's about 31 states to, they're thinking of adding to, the number of states we have in Nigeria. Now, I would like to ask you guys what your thoughts are over this. Is it something that you think we need? And do you think it's actually the way forward, or it's just another deflection?
You're looking at me.
Yeah, I'm looking at you.
First?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Sure.
So
your premiums.
You see, the thing is this, right? If we're going to look at it properly, I'll say a few things about this, and I'll end it there. So let me give you an example. You have a family man that has a wife and 8 children. Right? Now listen to this. You have a man.
What's funny about it? What's funny about
hold on. You have a man that has a wife. I don't think a wife. Let's do a man, 2 wives and 18 children. Right?
Okay, 2 wives, 18 children.
Yes.
9 each.
And this man works in a place where he's paid, let's say, 500,000 naira per month. Okay. Right?
Yeah.
He has 2 wives and 18 children. He now says to his wives that this 500,000 that I am collecting, I don't think is
obviously
it's stressing me. No, it's not stressing me enough. I think I want to marry another 4 wives so that we can have another 68 children.
Okay.
Are you getting my
So
drift?
the riddle.
So the question is this. What would you call a man that thinks in that direction, who has 2 wives and 18 children and he's making 500,000 and he's saying to his 2 wives that he wants to marry 4 more wives and have 68 more children? Is that wise?
When trouble sleep,
no, is that no? There's no. I'm not calling anybody's name, but is that wise?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
So you are the same person that is telling me, right, that we don't have enough, that we have to borrow so much. We're already in serious debt as we speak. Because we don't have enough, income, or we don't have enough gross domestic product to be able to, fulfill the needs of the country. And you're saying that you're going to listen to people who are saying, we need to even create more places where we need to expend the money that we don't have. Doesn't make any sense. Okay. Maybe I don't know what I'm saying.
All right, Rich Uncle, what are your thoughts on what Deck has said?
Honestly, I don't care if we have 500 states or 700 states. Doesn't matter. If those states are self-sufficient, if they can run themselves. In Nigeria today, the 36 states that we have in Nigeria, there are less than 4 states that can run on their own without handout from the federal government. Every other state, they are latching on to the government for survival. Now you now want to create more people latching on. And it's very disappointing.
A good example is the statistics. Sorry to interject. It's the statistics of the tax sharing.
Oh yeah.
Check it out.
That's public knowledge.
When you are bringing 41 41 billion, and then I'm giving you 7 billion.
You know, if the states were self-sufficient, it's okay, but you are not. And then it's more depressing that lawmakers that should know better are the ones proposing this. And you're like, do you guys really know what you're doing? Do you know what you're doing?
What's going on? Yeah.
Because do these guys even know what it takes to run a state? Do they know the budget of a state?
Yeah.
You'd have a state house, you have a state house of assembly, you'd have official cars, you have ministry of this, ministry of that,
Yes.
all of those things.
Well, you know what
With
we need?
which money?
You know what we need? We need
Where?
more pockets of corruption.
No, but it's just...
Oh,
More
so
pockets so that we
that's
can
what
have
you
more
think.
governors. We can have more deputy governors.
Oh, so
we can have more.
you're going to have a governor, governor's residence, deputy governor's residence.
You will
Like,
have
are you joking?
you will have a state house of assembly,
Okay.
members.
Okay,
so more pockets.
Gang, I need to ask you. Some will say that development can, perhaps break down that structure and help, develop things in, smaller silos.
That's why you have local governments. Empower the local government, which is what the president did. Okay, look, local government money
transfer
goes straight to
power
them.
and
There's no need
resources
for it
to
to be
them.
passing. Because
Yes.
the truth of the matter is, if you have 500 states in Nigeria today, and we still run the same structure,
It doesn't solve the problem.
Nothing will change.
Nothing.
So,
It doesn't
gang,
solve
what
nothing will
are your
change.
thoughts?
See, this is just another way some selfish lawmaking politicians
Pockets.
are trying to create their
Deeper
own
pockets.
exactly create their own agenda and create a smaller community for them to siphon all the things they've been sucking out of the country already. They lack priorities. If this country keeps on dividing itself, the people will become divided even more. So they're creating division. For example, you want to come to my state and divide that state and divide my local government when we're even trying to build communities to bring people together even more. We now want to tell people, border lines, creating borders creates a divide that tells people, oh, you are now there, I am now here.
Yes.
We're no longer one.
Okay.
Do you understand?
That's a nice take on
We've
it.
been split. So don't touch mine, don't touch yours.
Yeah.
It increases the conflict. Nobody has even come out to suggest, why don't we reduce the number of states,
Exactly.
reduce the number of governors, cut down cost of governance, reduce the number of senators that are on that seat,
Absolutely.
reduce the number of lawmakers, and break it down to just 6 states, maybe 6
Wow.
geopolitical zones. Break it down to that.
And so
it's-
if that happens, what do you think the effect will be? Is it going to necessarily reduce the cost of governance?
More states?
No, reducing
Less
the number
states?
of states.
Yes,
it
Because
will.
that's what it's proposing.
Absolutely.
Yes, it
because
will.
I believe that the resources
Less
coming
mouths
in
to
will
feed. It's
just
just very
fix up
simple.
that.
Exactly.
Less mouths
We'll
to
have
feed.
less governors. We'll have less state house. Of
Listen, let me give you an
assembly, we'll
let
have
me-
less council.
Let me give you an example. I'm from a place that
That's
was once called the Plateau Benue.
Yeah.
Then was cut down to Plateau and Benue. We're no longer one. That was now cut down to Plateau and Nasarawa State. Do you understand? Which they will now further cut down. Abuja was carved out from that area as
Yeah,
well.
sure.
That will now further be cut down into other parts and will not, because when they cut Plateau State into Nasarawa and Plateau, the Nasarawa people will be like, okay, we are our people, you guys are now those people.
Yeah.
You know how to cut again, and these ones will now say, we are these people, you are those people. So it's a very delicate and sensitive thing to
I
do
was
to
actually thinking
Nigerians.
about, you see this thing you said, I was going to ask myself, so if I'm from Lagos now, for
Yeah.
instance, or I'm from Ogun State.
No one's cutting
then
Lagos
now
down, by the way.
No, they will break it down. Now. When you break it down,
Where do you
now
want to
say-
cut Lagos from? From the middle.
You can break it into Victoria Island State and mainland state.
Oh, okay.
Then mainland people will not. It's a very, very, very. I don't know.
There's
I don't know
already
how it
that
feels,
divide itself when people will say you cross the bridge, you're here.
It's I don't know. Like
So it's a
feel like
no-no.
It's
It's not-
absolutely
it's not a bridge.
It's a no-no.
In fact, this is not the time that we need that right now. Nigeria is suffering so hard right now. You don't understand. I feel like the governing circle or the governing will I call them the governing cabal. I feel like they're out of touch. With what
They're out of
people
touch
are going
with reality.
through. The reality
They're out
what
of
is
touch with
happening.
the
It's
people's needs.
I don't know.
They're out
know
of
what?
touch with so many things.
Understood. On that note,
Is it not in this country that a governor was sharing goods to people?
on that note, let's
Funny enough,
take our next quick
On
fire.
the second thought, it was actually nice because if that person could be good, he will still feed you. Yeah, nice one.
Okay. So our next quick fire is a bit lighter, but most people go like, "Why are you guys talking about this?" Nigerian music icon Tuface Annie and his fiance, his supposed fiance Edo lawmaker Natasha Osawaru were recently spotted at a club in Benin City, sparking rumors that the couple were there to celebrate their engagement. And the site comes on the heels of Tuface's controversial announcement earlier in the year that he was filing for divorce from his wife, actress Annie Idibia. The couple, who we all know, have been together and been married since 2012. And, there's just so much going on in the news. And yes, a lot of people are like, why are we talking about this? That Tuface has a reputation. And because you are not going to, you said you don't want to talk about it, I'm going to be starting with you. Why do you think this is a big deal?
I was really hoping.
Now, it won't come to you first, but you poked,
because
you poked the bear.
You see, the truth is this, right? I don't know why it's such a hula baloo over the fact that a man says that I don't want to do anymore. There must have been reasons, not just one, both for himself and the partner. We have not heard from the partner. We have not heard from Annie herself. Annie has a side to say. She has her own ideas of what the marriage has been for her. All right? Yeah. I feel like if people come out and say, this is what I want for my life, I don't think it's anybody's business or is anybody's take to say, no, this is what you need to do, or this is how you should go about your life. The only reason why you are able to say that is because you even heard about it in the first place. If they did not put it out there, you would not have
any
you wouldn't have any information or any reason
for
you to say anything about it in the first place. So please, I would say that people should leave these people. They are adults. They're not children. They're adults. They can make decisions on their own. So for me personally, I feel like it's enough. It's enough. Let them decide whatever it is that they want. When they met, nobody was there. When they got married, we had family and friends that were there.
So in my thoughts, Rich Uncle, do you think people are kind of sympathizing with Annie Idibia because of course, all the things that, we've heard happen to her, and the multiple relationships and children involved within their relationship and marriage?
I think people are being very unfair to Tuface, one, and that's simply because he's a man.
Okay.
And that's the honest truth. Because if we just tilt it a little, what's that guy's name? The comedian, AY.
Yeah.
His wife left him like last year. I think it was sometime last year. It's not been up to a year, right? There are videos on the internet last week, or was it last month? She was strolling down the road with a guy who works with Lagos State government. I don't know if he's a commissioner or not. And that's a woman that just left her husband barely a year ago. Nobody had a problem with that picture. If you read the comments, she found love, she found happiness. Why is that not the same thing for Tuface?
Let's say it's not really the same thing.
Tell me why it's not the same
because
thing.
Over the years, Tuface has been notorious in terms of the multiple women.
Ever since ever since he got with Annie, did he have any other child outside?
Not that we know of. Okay, it's not good. Public knowledge.
So as far as we're concerned, we're working with what we know.
Yes.
So from the day he married Annie to when he said he's not doing it again, he was on his best behaviors.
Well, yeah.
For me, it's not even. This is part of my own concern, right? If there's a toxic relationship, a relationship that's not functioning, it's dysfunctional between a man and a woman.
Yeah.
That decided they wanted to be in that relationship. If the woman says she wants to walk away, is that okay?
Valid question, bro.
If the woman says, I want to walk away from this
I'm done, it's over.
I'm done. Is it okay?
Yes.
Good. If the man says he's done and wants to walk away, is it okay?
It is okay.
Are women the only ones allowed to walk away from a relationship?
I mean, now the guy know waiting here, I don't see.
So if but the only
Tuface really talks. Let's just start from there.
But my own concern is that I don't know the exact laws and how it works in Nigeria, but you don't just say you want a divorce
and then move on to the next person,
and then you can start seeing other people, but you can't remarry immediately.
Exactly.
There's a process
in that same space, right? You see, I feel like Nigerians are very sentimental when it comes to women.
Not just Nigerians, the world.
No, hold on. Let me
Extremely.
let me explain this to you.
Extremely sentimental.
We have had this same circle of events before. You'll ask me why?
Why?
Or
Where?
who,
Who? Yeah.
right? The Yul Edochie matter was
Oh,
almost
yeah.
exactly like this. You remember when we had that episode and I said, I don't want to talk about it because why are we talking about other people's marriages? There are two adults who have decided, I'm not doing again. No be die. No be by force.
Let
No
them
be,
be.
you are,
So,
do you understand what I'm saying?
I think the reason why people
This
are
was
talking this way
exactly
is
how they
we've
trolled
only heard
Yul Edochie
Tuface.
too.
We've only heard Tuface.
Yeah.
He released a few videos saying, okay, you know what, this isn't to now me
Bro,
talk about.
let me bust
this
your
is a
mind.
situation.
Most of
no
the
one has
people
heard
that
from
I know
Annie.
that
Yeah.
know Tuface have said almost the same thing. That guy, he no get wahala. They always say it. However, you cannot use that to judge them, in their marriage.
But
Because
I mean,
marriage
can
is
we
totally
talk about cause and effect? There was this episode of I think Young, Famous and Rich that I saw, and Tuface, his wife, his ex Annie, and some other lady, I can't remember the name now. They were having a conversation, and Tuface was talking about the fact that you say a man can love a woman, however, his manhood can decide otherwise, and then he can do.
Is that not the fact?
Wait. I feel that there are certain things that you can say to your male friends,
But not
but
your wife.
not to your wife,
But that tells
and
you.
not
that tells
not
you
in
that,
front of
That tells
other
you
people
the
too.
relationship
Because it's like,
between them. The relationship between them could have been hurt at that point.
yeah, but I just feel that you should always manage relationships no matter what, no matter what the situation is. You don't put it out there. You don't.
Let me jump in. Here's the thing. Their relationship has been on a public platform. They've been in the same room with baby mamas and themselves. Everybody basically
They've even
knows their
partied
history.
together. Yeah.
Everybody knows their history from day one. It is public knowledge. And she has accepted certain things. She has accepted baby mama drama and whatnot. Do you understand? So he feels as if, now that you've accepted it, this is our truth. So we can speak about it because it's something the world knows. She has accepted me and my baby mama drama, and we're together. And this is the reason why I have baby mama drama. I'm committed to you, but my kinikon stands for other women. It's very simple.
Let me add to that. You see,
Okay.
I don't know why we have partial amnesia in this country.
Oh, partial amnesia.
I don't know.
Why did you say that?
Do you remember when Annie Idibia's younger brother, when he came out to speak about the sister a while ago, some years ago?
Made those allegations there.
Did you hear about those allegations?
Oh yeah, those allegations. I
Do you know
remember
what?
them.
Do you know what Tuface is going through? Do you know what it means for a man that has been in that kind of relationship for that long, that understands the negative effect it will have on his career, to make a decision that I want to leave a place? And
Okay.
he decides that he wants to be with another woman almost immediately. Do you know what it means?
At that point,
Let's
yeah.
think.
At that point, let's leave it at that. I'm sure we're still going to circle back to this and talk about other things. We're going to talk about our next quick fire, which has to do with the incident that happened in Unizik. So Unizik expelled student who fought a lecturer after he interrupted a dance video. The management of Nnamdi Azikiwe University has announced the expulsion of Godi Mbakwe Chiamaka. That's the name of the student. The video went viral, and she was fighting one of the lecturers, Dr. Chukwudi Michael Okoye, a lecturer at the institution. And according to a statement released by Unizik, Precious expulsion takes effect immediately.
Oh, really? She's expelled now?
She's been expelled. The statement reads that the management of Nnamdi Azikiwe University, AQUA, wishes to update wishes to update the public of the outcome of the disciplinary proceedings regarding the recent incidents involving Dr. Chukwudi Michael Okoye, a lecturer from the Department of Theatre Arts and Film Studies, and the actors involved were given a fair hearing by the Students' Disciplinary Committee. After a thorough review by the committee, the act committed by Godi, who's the student, a 300-level student in the Department of History and International Studies, was deemed gross misconduct and violation of Nnamdi Azikiwe University Students' Disciplinary Regulation, particular regulation. So, I haven't thought. And I'm sure you all saw the video.
I haven't seen it though, but
it's a very interesting looking video.
It was really trending over the week.
Over the week, yeah. So
when I saw the video,
yeah,
person, when I saw the video, it was clear. It was a clear case of a lady who was tired of school. She needed to continue the TikTok videos that she was doing. No.
TikTok style, yeah?
No. We all went to the university. There are certain things that you will do that you yourself, you know that it's like vulcanizer work. You don't go, or maybe conductor will do, or maybe it's like I feel like doing.
I can drop out, no problem.
Let's drop out. You understand? Like,
she was bold. She was bold.
It's not everybody that goes to school.
Not everybody needs to graduate. Yeah.
So the way she is, when you see, it's okay for you to have verbal altercation with like a senior person, like maybe a lecturer, for instance. You can bicker, and have altercations and what have you. But when you are holding a lecturer, she's training on how to hold a conductor now. That is training, because I can't understand why in the hell you would think it's okay for you to hold your lecturer. As if you are dragging your lecturer. So wait, what exactly is supposed to happen after dragging a lecturer? You think that the students will come out and clap for you, that nice one, commando, or what exactly? So it's a no-brainer. It's not even a conversation to have. Whatever it is.
Richard, do you think it's a breakdown in societal morals? When I was much younger, we used to take courses,
you can't think about it.
Classes in moral instruction, social studies and all that. And then, as long as you're much older, there's this reverence, respect. There's certain things you cannot even think.
An older person.
Watching, I saw the video, and at first I thought maybe there was something else involved. Maybe there was some form of history between them. We don't have information on that, if there's anything like that. And the reaction from the young lady was really interesting. It was very thought-provoking. I
think the bitter pill for me to swallow is the fact that, I don't know if it's her mother or her father, one of them is the lecturer in the same university. Yeah. So that just shows me that a lot has gone wrong with that child. Because the person you are assaulting could equally be your dad.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Let's clear that doubt. So I watched the video and I'm like, what's wrong? What's going on here? Okay, so you are making a dance video. Somebody's passing. The person like, excuse me.
I don't even think the lecturer touched.
My own, even if he did, right? She would have had a better case if she did not physically assault him. She assaulted him.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah. And the guy, I'm very impressed by his reaction, because he could have gone south easily on him.
Absolutely.
I'm your lecturer, I'll slap you. But he didn't do any of that.
Yeah.
And that's how he came out with both hands clean. She got what she deserved. Like he rightfully said, now she can TikTok all her life.
All her life, yeah. That's a career on its own. Gang, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, like he said, we are from an older generation that didn't think of doing such things. There was no TikTok in our time. You couldn't even do such crazy things. But I just hope there's no spillover, in terms of the lecturer, because in some circumstances, he might get threats. She has friends, she has family, she has other people that might feel her life is over, and he's responsible for it.
Yeah, she is responsible for
but
it.
It is actually sad and disappointing that all in the name of TikTok. This is what this now became. And what did she expect the outcome would be?
And that's my question.
Video trended.
When I was watching the video,
the video trended.
When I was watching the video, honestly, it felt like I was watching Big Brother Niger. No, because I can't understand what exactly you are thinking would be the outcome.
Yeah.
So wait. Okay, for the sake of doubt, let's take it that, okay, maybe he touched her inappropriately or something. Yeah, that's okay. He touched you inappropriately. We can talk about it. If you did not assault him. But how do you expect, or what exactly do you think would be the outcome when you are locking your lecturer? So when you are done locking him, you now kneel down
we got the outcome with her being expelled from school.
I see, no. Because I don't know how I want to fight.
Would it have been a different scenario if the man was not a lecturer?
Should have gone scot-free.
That would have been so. It could have
because, like you said, she assaulted this
lecturer. So what if
he was not a lecturer, she would have gone scot-free?
So she would. No, there won't be an issue. It would be an issue of
I think. We've
because I feel like the lecturer is an authority.
Yes, and then there's no way she can get away with it. And it's a good thing that she's been dealt with the right way. I don't think anyone should assault anyone, age-wise or not, position or no position. That was totally wrong.
Uncalled for.
Thank you, guys, for your feedback on, all the quick fires. Today, we'll be debunking the myths and the trap of Valentine's
Debunker.
Day. We will explore the commercialization. How many people feel that the day has become overly commercialized, focusing more on consumerism than genuine expressions of love. We will talk about pressure, expectations, and finally, loneliness and exclusivity. Valentine's Day isn't what I remember it to be many years ago. It is totally something else now, and it's for people who want to showboat. You guys might not agree with me, but I think a lot of men have packed up shop and have moved back when it comes to Valentine's Day. I don't think men spend or invest that much in Valentine's Day anymore. Dek, again, I'm coming to you first because you said you've done, some really interesting things.
He's a lover boy. He's a lover boy.
No, so okay. So I'm going to be totally honest, right? So I did not plan to spend. I did not plan to do anything. Because usually I was of the opinion that I don't need one day to express my love to whoever it is that I love. Love is is something that is in it, right? It's something that we should express every opportunity that we have, because of course this life is once. You only live once, right?
Part one, no two.
What?
I said part one, no two.
Exactly, no sequel, right? So for me, I never had the idea of maybe celebrating Valentine's and all of. I just felt like it's a cliche type of opportunity to fornicate. That's what I think. That's what I think. Because I feel like you're watching the ground.
Wait, why fornicate? Why not adultery?
What?
Because he was single at the time.
So for me, what happened was yesterday I was playing games, right?
Well, what game did you play exactly?
PS5, GTA. So I was playing GTA, right? So my wife was sleeping and she woke up, right? So it was like very weird. She wakes up, right?
Yeah.
And I pick up, because I was snacking up, while I was playing, and so I picked up my plate to take it to the kitchen, right? And I came back. And everywhere was dark because there was light. Because I don't like playing games when it's dark. Because I get scared.
You're scared of the dark.
I get scared. Because when you're playing games sometimes and you're alone, you get scared. So I like switching on. So I noticed that everywhere was dark. So I said, maybe she didn't want the lights and everything.
Yeah.
Only for me to check the bed and I saw gift, and it was just 12 o'clock on the dot.
Hey. Wait.
So it was Valentine's Day. So I checked my phone.
You want to tell us about what gift did you get?
No, I'm not telling you what I got.
Problem.
But I had seen message. Happy Valentine's Day. I say, holy child. I did not have anything to give. I said, oh my God, that's so nice. So what I did was, before I slept, I composed one very lovely message. I sent it to her, so she woke up to it. But fortunately and unfortunately for me, she woke up very early this morning to go out. I said, fantastic. I went outside to look for everything possible to buy. Bro, I was literally in front of the printer, print it out now, put it now, just so that I can also reciprocate the gesture, right? Yeah. So when I got back home, she was back already. So I just put everything in the living room.
You were under pressure.
I was under pressure. So I just put it up, and then I just went to the room. I was like, I'm even hungry. I'm very hungry. I just got back now.
Yeah. And
then she just went to the living room. Like, oh my God. I said, yes, thank God I've gotten you back. That's all. So for me, it's
the problem of what we have to do.
No, so for me, it's all about reciprocity, right?
Yeah.
It is give and take. But the idea that I don't like about Valentine is the fact that some people, right, especially the other gender, have this very selfish idea that it's an opportunity for you to buy something for me, and they ask. I cringe when a lady tells you that it's Valentine's Day, buy this for me. You don't have to tell me to show you
love,
like I love you, or show me how to love you.
On that specific day.
Okay. I can do that on my own.
Yeah.
So that's the way I feel about it.
Rich Uncle, did you do anything in the lines of what Dek did? I was suspecting you did.
No. So first of all, I think that who you marry, right? So
very true.
Maybe 20 years ago, I would not have bought anything, but you will never catch me slacking.
Okay.
Never. And then, to back up what he said, I think today is the day that I realized that men actually love more than women. Today,
More
men
genuinely.
pull
More
up all the
genuinely.
stops
Yes.
to just,
than
you know.
women.
Yeah.
Because today in the store, I mean, I'm still recovering from malaria, so I was in the back office. And every time somebody came in, I put on the CCTV to hear what they were saying. At some point, the sales rep left to do some things. I'm not exaggerating. At least 12 different women came in between 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock to buy stuff for their men. And they all said the same thing. He has bought me something, I didn't buy him anything.
Oh, really?
And I was like, First one, second one, third one, fourth one. By the last one, I told her, I'm like, please don't let this happen again next year. So like, I'll try. And it now hit me that the thing is, you can't force these things. And when you get too comfortable with each other, a relationship is a problem. Because if you know your partner is big on gifting, you can't be slacking on it.
The love language aspect.
If that's what they like, please give them. It's just what it is. And just like Christmas, Valentine's has been commercialized.
Yeah.
Heavily commercialized.
So what did you do?
What did I do?
Yeah.
What did I do? No, I'm trying to remember something.
If you did something, you won't have to think about it.
No. So the thing with me is every day with me is Valentine's Day.
Woo! He did not do anything. He did not do anything.
Okay,
Did not do anything.
When we're done,
He did not do anything.
when we're done.
If you did, you would not think about it.
No, because there were like four different things.
No, how many things did you do there?
Were they romantic things or they were just normal gifts?
Don Mafioso. Now.
Oh, no pressure.
No.
So, Dek, you were under pressure. Rich uncle, no pressure.
No, it was.
Sorted since.
Well, I was under pressure. I wouldn't lie. I was under pressure.
No, so because I know that things like this is from experience. If you slack on that Valentine's Day till the next Valentine's
It's coming to haunt you, yeah?
you go to hear and
So-
I don't want to hear.
So I think one of the things that put me under pressure was because my wedding anniversary this year fell on a date that I traveled. So I wasn't around for my anniversary, but I came back on that day actually, but we were not able to, do anything. So I felt like when she gave me that stuff, I was like,
That was a reminder.
when the anniversary, you don't do anything. Valentine again, you
Drop
don't
the
do
ball
anything.
again.
Bro,
Wait till they worry
I know
you.
back come up
So
for house.
I'm getting a vibe here that if she really didn't do anything, you wouldn't have done anything.
Well, like I
So-
said, that's
so
why I
it's
started
easy to
with
fall
the
into
fact
that place,
I said,
no, but let me-
so
let
that's
me
why I
give-
said
no,
that
yeah,
I
yeah,
would
so-
not fall into that place.
I
Because we have an
where Gang is coming
agreement.
from.
Because myself and my wife, we have an agreement that there are certain things we don't really celebrate.
Bro, that's what we had that agreement.
But
So
bro,
wait,
bro,
then go they stand you
bro,
for
make I
back.
bust your mind.
Yeah.
There are things we don't joke with. Look, there are certain things that I go all, bro. I will spend half of what I have in my account just so that she knows that I make a statement.
Okay, so quick one.
One of
quick
which is her birthdays. I don't joke my wife's birthday. It's American Independence Day, July 4th. She doesn't play around. My birthday, she doesn't play.
Now let me toss myself in the ring, real quick.
You didn't do anything, by the way.
Now, unlike Rich Uncle, I can be caught slacking.
Never.
You didn't do anything on the way. That's
Now,
what happened.
Never.
Let me share my experience. I never really, when I was a single man and I was much younger, I had bad Valentine experiences. Do you understand? So for me, that was a no-go area. I basically despised that day.
Somebody collect a girlfriend.
Do you understand? No, well,
You found out she was choosing that.
no.
No, nothing they there now.
No, this I'm telling you is a
They
long
were
time
edit it, they
ago.
were
Not
edit
that somebody that let me put it to you like this. What he's talking about reciprocating. Back in those days when you like somebody was a way to tell them on that day, I have interest in you.
Yeah.
So because you expect a reciprocity. Thank you.
We know what you're talking about.
Because you expect that, and then the person doesn't do anything to you back.
Well, that's it,
And then you now
bro.
see the person also, because like I said, the day has been
the person
hijacked.
will now be responding to someone
There's
else.
some girls that are being vowed by multiple people.
Oh, yes. We will
So
get to
it
that.
has been
yeah.
hijacked to the point that
Yeah.
it's a day that women feel as if it's for me
This
to
is the day for me to
receive and receive
Yeah.
and receive.
Multiple people.
You get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So because of that experience, I didn't send the day. So when I met my wife, then when she was my girlfriend, she also had certain experiences that she didn't send the day. So we met and had that discussion. I'm not big on this day. I don't send it because I'm the kind of person that can do something big on February 10th and do something big on February 17th and surprise you spontaneously. And not that on the day everybody's celebrating love, we're there. So we basically had that agreement. So we really don't send the day. If we can do something, we can. If we can't, we whatever.
Okay, so
but
quickly,
I won't lie to you. If my wife had surprised me the way your wife did, I would
you'd
have been
forced,
threatened
yeah,
to run out
something.
and do the same.
Exactly.
But because nothing happened, I was like, peace. It's all
So
good.
who's really
and my
under
daughter's
pressure
birthday
during this period?
My daughter's birthday is in a
men
few
or
days.
women?
My daughter's birthday is in a few days. So we're more concentrated on that than this day of.
I know, but I think it's both genders.
Yes.
Both genders. You think it's both genders?
So let me be honest with you, right? It splits into two, all right, and it's one of which. Number one, as a guy, you're looking to impress a lady. It's a pressure on that day.
And then
because that's the day that
what
you want to do
determines
something.
if you make your 21 quota.
Exactly.
Have you done 21 quota this month?
Anyway, my point is, right, that's one side. The second part is that, like I said, depending on the relationship between husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend, if you know yourselves and you know exactly what it is that you want, if you know that your spouse is somebody who has a love language of gifts, you know that obviously they would hold that kind of day very, very high.
Yeah.
You
But
know,
then at the same time, I've never really seen a guy that's so happy that Valentine's is coming. If he's not gay.
Men get excited for Valentine's.
There's no man that gets excited for Valentine's.
So I don't even get excited for anything.
So guys, that's the thing. That's what you're saying. So sorry. You see, that's the thing. That's what we're talking about. You say, do men get excited about Valentine's? Some men do.
Do you?
Yes, the gay
Let me tell you why.
Do you?
See, let me tell you something. I know that. See,
I just had to shout about on the new set.
No, there are some ladies. See, there are some ladies that make statements. They just want you to know that I have my sides covered, and I just want you to know that.
But do you get excited?
Me, I get excited though, because the truth is, my wife is very spontaneous, and before you know it, she might just buy me a car.
But listen to me. Yeah. You get excited because of what your wife can do, not for Valentine's Day.
Oh, it's Valentine's.
You're not. Oh my God! This year, February 14th. Wow!
I already said it at the beginning of my conversation. I said to you, I never thought that Valentine's Day is a day that should be celebrated as the day of love. No, I've never been a fan of celebrating love one day.
Okay.
I have always been a preacher of celebrate love every day.
Okay,
we only have one. Yeah, that's what I said. You only have, we have one life to live, right? It's important to always show love to your family, people who you love, people who you know that these are my people. Show love to them. And you see, the misconception of Valentine's Day is just too much. Valentine's Day is not just about your spouse or your girlfriend or your wife or what have you. I called my brother this morning and I called him. I said, "Happy Valentine's Day, my brother. I just wanted to tell you I love you."
But he didn't get a gift.
And he felt bad because he was like, why is he not? Because he's older than me. Why is he not the one calling me?
He did not get a gift.
You understand?
That's the setup right there. What your wife needs to use, what you did to your brother.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I think the most
it can be anybody.
Just know who you are married to.
It might be your staff.
Know who you are married to.
Happy Valentine's Day, guys.
Know who you are dating.
Yes.
Know who you are married to.
Now.
Know who you are dating and know what they like, because it's very important.
Yes.
So someone like me, because I buy you stuff as often as possible, I don't think we should set aside one day for that. But being with my wife, I realized that, see, if you buy me Range Rover on February 13th, and you now woke up on Valentine's Day and you left the house, where's my vow present? So I'll leave the Range Rover outside on the 14th. I'll now bring it in that, see, understand who you are with and just play accordingly.
That's why I said, if you understand who you are.
But at the same time, I think for men, holidays in general, not just Valentine's, is being hijacked. Because it's now almost your responsibility to ensure that you make things happen.
On these holidays.
Because here's one funny thing. Sometimes, like you said, you need to know who your partner is.
You know who your partner
because there's certain situations, for example, you're dating somebody. On her birthday, you're the one arranging things. On your birthday, you're the one arranging stuff. They're not asking you, guy, what are you doing for
us? Now, motherless baby, you date.
No, you missed the point. On her birthday, on your birthday, on a mom's birthday,
do you understand?
Birthday,
so men are saddled with a lot of responsibility to cater for so many things, and nobody really reciprocates and says men deserve this on their own. Like I think a man's best holiday is his birthday.
Is it?
Yeah,
I don't even think
because there's some special things you might get on your birthday.
No, I don't think how many guys
enjoy Christmas
on their birthdays anymore? Because as a
enjoy Christmas.
Then go cook rice. She go buy me one perfume where I don't get money by myself. Then I'll come and ask myself, say, oh, which kind of wahala be this? Then what else? I don't have to go to work. I feel sleep morning till Christmas Day.
So you get where I'm coming from.
Don't play.
I dated a girl a long time ago. Then on Christmas you're saying, what did you get me for Christmas? Then when it was New Year, what did you get me for New Year?
Are you joking?
I'm serious. Then by the time it was we broke up on Valentine's.
Like 5 days apart.
We broke up on Valentine's Day, and the guy that hooked us up asked me one very important question, and asked her too.
What's the question?
He said, "What did you get him?" So
so
from
ask
Christmas
her.
to
Hold
New
on,
Year
sorry,
to
guys.
we broke up on
Can I
Val's
say
Day.
something?
You really
We
joking?
broke up on Val's Day.
Camera, face me. If you if you ever, as a guy, find a lady who you're with, you're dating, you're in talking stage or what have you, and this girl reaches out to you and tells you, what do you have for me for this? Those words. What do you have for me for my birthday?
Run.
What do you have for me for Valentine's? What do you have for me? Red flag. Red flag.
Red nation.
It
Red
was red.
Just be
Yeah.
looking at
It's
red.
more than
Red
red.
nation. Red nation, not flag. Red
Because the
nation.
way she's asking you is exactly how she's going to ask other guys.
Yeah.
No this and no peace.
Yes.
All right, fantastic. On that note, let's take some of the social media feedback that we have. And the first one we have here is from @Shayo. It's nice seeing you guys again. I really miss the black table.
We miss you too. We miss you too. It's okay. It's okay.
Then @GoGo says the cast of the case of Tubaba, it's only God that can help him. Is a walking red flag alongside his newfound love, D. Natasha Osawaru. And then @Lola says Unizik did the right thing. Suspension would not have done itself
At all.
How do you assault a person? Is it village people? We don't know if it's village people. Then Ashantel says, God saved my man today. I thought he was not going to send me a package. I had already planned to send him a breakup message. I love Valentine's.
But she was waiting. But what did she do?
She said she was going to send him a breakup
message. But what did she package for the guy?
What did you do for him?
Just look at that statement. She did craze that God saved him. My dear, God saved you that you have that kind of man. That God saved him.
Adele says, I love how they expelled that girl already.
Straight up, bro.
This Gen Z's too, they do.
They too
anyhow
do.
They
stuff,
too do.
yeah.
They too do.
And then Luku says, Dek, now man you be, it's nice hearing you. You went out all the way. You're an intentional man.
No.
All hail the navigator.
Let me say that. You must say that.
All hail.
No. So if I'm going to be honest, I'm a very deliberate person, especially when it comes to my loved ones. My wife, I don't joke with my wife. I don't play with my wife. All right, and this is very important for you as a man. A real man. You see, one of the things, let me tell you something. I met with a billionaire once.
This guy's getting some tonight.
He's sure die.
I met a billionaire once. We had a sit-in and we had a conversation, and I asked specific questions. I asked questions about family, I asked questions about business, and I asked questions about, personality. When we're talking about family, it said, if you want to succeed in life, if you want to pass the threshold of a millionaire, take care of your wife.
Okay,
love your wife. Care for your wife.
We still have a few more social media feedback to take.
All right,
so we have
Why?
Atomiwa says, Ewo, Valentine is overrated. Jare. Kilo con single girl be our buy. That's to all of you that collected gifts. Your gift will spoil before morning. You're a hater. And as Semi says, Dek, thanks for the advice. So I don't chop breakfast like this as I watch the show. The girl don't leave me for an allergy. Dek, you are one of the problems we have. Okay, at this point, yes.
No way,
you are one of the problems.
No, I have something for that guy.
You are one of the problems.
See, let me tell you something. And I'm going to say this to you, and I need you to please watch this and understand that I'm talking to you. The girl that left you for allergy, I can promise you that you dodged the bullet. Don't even think about it at all. And I'm saying this from experience. I dated this girl, very beautiful girl. She was in Lead City.
We know
very
you.
beautiful girl. Like, she was one of the
I know her.
finest girls in school.
I know
at the
her.
We know
time.
your taste. We know
Bro,
your.
let me bust
We
you
know
out.
your capabilities.
I did not have a dime at the time when I was dating this girl. I knew she knew that I didn't have money. Bro, I don't even know what happened. I think she said I should come to her school. I said I don't have money to come to the school. I will see you. She went to the club that night, met the then deputy governor of one of the, I don't want to. Yeah. Anyways, that guy gave her exactly £100 that night. She showed me the money for you to know how much she loved me. She sent me a message telling me that because she did not come to school, I went to the club, I met somebody, he gave me £100, £20. I can never forget in my life. That was how that girl left me.
Bele. On the final notes,
But
we have
guess
a
what?
tradition.
Guess what?
That's become an house style where we get to pick one lucky member of the Black Table to, give us a sign off called Just a Tip. And today, I guess the lucky person is Gang.
Oh, me?
Yes,
Woo!
you're the lucky person. That's
Are you
Lucky
serious?
first guy.
I'm giving them the tip.
Remember,
You are
it's
giving us the
just
first tip of the year.
Tip.
All right.
Yes, not everything. Just
So
a tip.
I'll give you 2 tips.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Just a
God.
quick pip pip. 2 tips. Pump, pump.
Pew, pew.
No,
Pew, pew.
I'll not enter and still. Enter, come and enter again. Just 2 tips.
Pull out.
So the first tip is if you're married, it's between you and your spouse. Try and keep your business as private as possible.
Nice. True that.
Try and make it work. If it doesn't work, the man is allowed to walk away. The woman is allowed to walk away. It's a mutual thing. You came together. You agreed.
Yeah.
Tip 1. Tip number 2, which we will revisit a year from now, is Valentine's Day is not that important. If that's what holds your relationship, then I wonder how strong your relationship is. There are more important things than Valentine's Day. There are other 364 days in the year where you can share love and show love. So you don't have to compete with the rest of the world on just one day. All right?
Facts.
And shout out,
Pull out.
wifey, love you, and I'm sorry I didn't value this Valentine's Day. But we still have more years to,
I said.
And I won't mind some, a little some.
I said it didn't. I said it didn't do anything.
You ain't getting
All
some,
right.
bro.
I ain't getting some, man.
Thank
I'm
you.
getting known.
Thank you, guys. Remember, from the beginning, I said we've got a league of extraordinary gentlemen here. They're all gentlemen regardless of whatever they say, whatever feedback. I still feel deck is the problem of men today. It's a big problem. But I want to say